Almost 6 months ago, floodwaters from Hurricane Helene swept an unprecedented amount of debris into East Tennessee rivers and lakes. Douglas Lake in Dandridge was one of the hardest hit.
The Tennessee Valley Authority is in charge of cleanup along big parts of Douglas Lake, already collecting tens of thousands of cubic yards of debris.
10 News reporter Ellis Rold has spent months talking to neighbors and cleanup leaders about the process and the impact on Douglas Lake coming up this summer.
Neighbors say seeing this debris float down the waterways during Helene right in their backyards is something they'll never forget. Cars, gas tanks, parts of homes, and of course thousands of pounds of wood are what make this cleanup effort uniquely challenging. And now TVA is set on tackling it.
It was just full, side to side with tree trunks.
The debris came so badly from the Nolichucky and the Pigeon Rivers that you could almost walk across it.
Anything, everything that you could imagine that came out of households.
We saw 4 different coffins going down the river, huge propane tanks.
Recollections of what floated down Douglas Lake after Hurricane Helene. And now what remains is TVA's job to clean up.
There's everything from pieces of people's homes and RVs and things like that to porches, people's shoes.
The debris collected already enough to fill 30,000 pickup trucks. And they're just a quarter of the way done. Huge machines are spread across the lake, picking up debris piece by piece, zone by zone. With almost 400 miles of shoreline, neighbors like Marty Dotson have a front row seat to clean up.
It's very sad to think and imagine where this may have even come from.
But the realtor says more debris means less sales.
It is overwhelming, and this is a minimal amount compared to some of the areas, and people are just in shock. Real estate customers that see that, they're very negative about that, thinking, how is this going to be cleaned up?
And just a few doors down, doubts linger.
It would have been nice if TVA communicated better with the public, because nobody knew. Everyone's going, what is going to happen here? What happens?
Michael Menn says cleanup's needed, but doesn't know when it's coming to his backyard.
We had a couple that went out and hired their own private contractor to clean up 2 of the lots themselves. That's about $2,500 I think they spent. They probably would not have done that had they known, okay, TVA is going to get here and take care of things.
TVA says an unprecedented storm means unprecedented cleanup.
To go out here and gain access to all this is not the easiest thing to do. So we've developed a plan to target everything by water, to respect people's land and stay off of their land.
Day by day, progress is made, but soon the water will rise.
With the items, I'm not half as concerned as I am of the hazardous waste that got into the river.
Officials lifted a no-contact water advisory in January and say the water is safe to swim and fish. Menz questions the results of water testing.
We still don't know the extent of that. I haven't been able to get a definitive answer from TVA or the water people, and I think that's going to take longer to get anyway because of that.
Officials say they hope to have the lake cleaned by July. They're hopeful for clear summer days. I've spoken with several marina owners over the last few months who are concerned with debris. They're asking neighbors and officials to help make sure Douglas Lake gets cleared to ensure they have business throughout the summer.